sports fans, ASMR Sports here. Just picked up this wrapper and thought I would make some crinkly sounds. So I did. Alright, hey, today's a big day. It's, oh god, what is it? The 19th, I think, of July. It's Saturday. And tonight, I think, well, it might have been yesterday that the Major League Baseball started their, kind of, what would you call these? Basically, teams playing, other teams in, summer training. Up till now, the teams in Major League Baseball have just been playing amongst themselves, so, like, half the Yankees will play the other half of the Yankees, in Yankee Stadium. And there's not been any commingling of teams just yet. So tonight, the Yankees are playing the Mets. I don't even know where they're playing, but the game is going to be televised, at least for those who have MLB.TV, that streaming package for Major League Baseball games, and I do have a subscription to that, so I'm excited to watch that. That'll be the first kind of quasi-real baseball that we have seen in a very long time. Unfortunately, it's a split squad team, so it's like only half the Yankees will be in that game, and the other half, I don't know if they're playing elsewhere. I assume they are. That's usually what they do when they do split squad games in like spring training. They're just trying to get more game action for more players. In any event, so that's a big deal. And in celebration, I thought I would do some baseball stuff here. But I also have this card out, which is a Brooklyn Collection 2018 Jacob DeGrom auto, and it's a gold parallel number to 25. It's a pretty sweet looking card. Not very popular. I think the Brooklyn Collection was some kind of special deal that you had to, like, maybe be a member of a club at Topps or something, or I can't remember exactly how they did it, but it wasn't a very widely disseminated release, so you don't see a lot of stuff around. But anyways, I got this in a Hit Parade box, one of those buyback kind of things. I actually opened a bunch of those like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I just got really bored and they were sitting around, and I had opened up part of the case. I had opened some of it on this channel, and I don't know, I was just like, man, I gotta open something. So I thought, yeah, just open those, because saving those things isn't really all that useful, since, I don't know, there's not like a market for Hit Parade buyback unopened stuff. Like the value doesn't really go up because it's just a mystery what the hell's even in there. So I just said, hey, I'm just gonna open them up, and it was pretty fun. I actually got, let me see. I'll show you what else I got. This is what else I got in those boxes that I opened. This is actually pretty cool. I have this exact card, a blue auto 2017 Heritage Minor League card of Pete Alonso. I have one of these out for grading, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get a 10 because it's very sharp looking. And lo and behold, I got one of these in a buyback. So that's a pretty sweet card. That's well, I don't know if that's the most valuable one I got, but it's a pretty awesome card, especially if he does well. This might be my favorite, though. Look at this bad boy. This is one of those autograph cards that was inserted in Upper Deck from, let's see, 1992 Upper Deck. They started doing the insert stuff, I think, in 1990, but they made so many boxes and cases of like 1990, 91, 92 Upper Deck that your odds of getting something like this out of a box or a pack were just so just astronomically low, that I've never actually held in my hands or seen personally least that I know of. There might have been one in a case I looked at a card show or something, but I've never owned any of the autographs out of those early Upper Deck products, and I've always actually thought it would be super cool to have one. There's like Nolan Ryan ones. There's Hank Aaron was in 91, and Nolan Ryan was in 91. I think those might have been the two for 91, and then 92 you've got Bench and Morgan here, and I don't know, it's just, this is kind of nostalgic for me, because I always thought, boy, you know, wouldn't it be cool to have one of those cards you get, because mind you, this back in 91 and 92, nobody was putting autographed cards into, sports card products. It was unheard of. And so, the Upper Deck being the only ones that were really doing that, it was just such a cool thing, such a rare thing. And anyways, I'm excited to have that, so I got that. Then I got, kind of a crappy Juan Soto auto. I mean, obviously a Juan Soto auto is always nice, but this is Diamond Kings from 2019. So it's his second year. It's numbered to 99. It's a sticker auto, so not terrible. This is Clayton Kershaw. I don't have any autographs of him. It's another Panini product, which is not great. What you gotta realize is these came out of boxes that cost like $200 a shot. So, these cards like this Juan Soto is probably worth $70. This I haven't looked up, but I would not be surprised if this was worth like $200 or $300, maybe more. I don't know. It should be worth more because I think those things are so rare. Even though there's 2,500 of them because they're numbered, like a lot of that stuff still hasn't been opened yet, I don't think. Anyways, here's Clayton Kershaw. It's my first Clayton Kershaw. Unfortunately, the autograph is quite diminished there. It just seems like the pen that they used was crappy and sort of died, so that's a bummer. And then another Jacob DeGrom here. This one's numbered to 10. It's a Topps Dynasty. Really sweet looking patch with stars. I don't know if that's from, like a game, I don't know, where they had like a special jersey or something, but that's not a part of the normal, and it looks like this is like some lettering. So I don't know if that was like an Independence Day jersey or what, but that's pretty cool. So, anyways, the reason I have this out is because this is today's giveaway. I'm going to give this card away to somebody who comments on this video, and you know what, you've got pretty good odds because like my average video, it only has like 20 some comments, right? So and half of them will ignore this, so there you're down to 10. So I like to think I'm giving pretty good odds here, but yeah, if you're a Mets fan or a DeGrom fan, or your kid is a Mets or DeGrom fan and you would like this, please explain why you would enjoy getting this card, and I will pick the best answer to that question, and then I'll get your deets on either email or Instagram, and I will ship this off to you for nothing. I looked this up on eBay. This exact card, this exact type of card, which is number 25. So another one of these gold parallels of this card sold like in May for like $50. So safe to say this is probably a $50 card. Alright, so there's today's contest now. We're going to get into some rips here. These are rainbow rips. Fantastic. Nice new package here. And for our featured presentation, I was looking around, kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to open here today, and I realized I got a bunch of these Topps T206 packs, and these have 10 cards each. This was an online exclusive, and the way Topps did these were a little bit different than normal. Normally they'll have a print run of a product sort of figured out. They know how much they have to sell. They will put it for sale, and when they've got enough buyers for the cards they've printed and that they're making available on their website, that will be it. So that's how they do. That's how they normally sell products, online exclusives. with this, they actually did not. Basically, you could buy as many as you wanted, and they weren't going to print the product until after, the order window had closed. So it's kind of like the Topps Project 2020, where you can order them up until a certain date, and then that date comes and that's it, and then they'll go and print that many. So it's kind of weird with a product like this that, has autographs. Theoretically, I've heard they're very hard to get, and I can understand why. Autographs and parallels and stuff. It's like, do they just jack up the number of parallels then, or do the parallels just become extremely hard to hit? Because if a bajillion people order these things, then they're gonna have to print a bajillion, boxes of these, and then if they have a fixed number of parallels, then everything gets diluted. So I don't know. I've opened one box of these. Doesn't really tell you much. I've seen people open, several boxes of. I have, I think, like 100 boxes of these, maybe 80. You could buy these in lots of like 10 or something. And I think I bought like 10 of those lots or 8 of those lots. I can't remember what I got exactly, but I got a fair bit of these, and I can't remember what the price was, but I think it was something like, I don't know, $8 to $10 a box. And there's 10 cards in here. So in any event, from what I have seen, I'm gonna get a rip here. Look at that. From what I've seen, this stuff is pretty miserable. I'm not super excited that I ordered so much of this, but I figured better to be holding some of it. If it goes up, then be completely left out. But this is series 1 of this stuff. Right now they're on the 3rd series of it. I don't know if they'll do more than 3, but yeah, I'm guessing one of those series is gonna. I bet the first series, the ones that I've got, will be the most there'll be the most number of those cards out, just because I think a lot of people, when this debuted, were like, oh, I gotta get it. I mean, that's what I was like. But then people said, oh shit, there's not that much great stuff in here. So maybe the 2nd and 3rd don't sell nearly as much. Alright, so these are, there used to be a Topps T206 product that had like big size T206 as well as these little ones, kind of like how they do with Allen and Ginter, and I think they do that with Gypsy Queen. They definitely do with Allen and Ginter, but they have minis and regular size. This product is all mini size. So these are supposed to look like the T206 tobacco cards from the early 1900s, from like 1909 to 1911. And if you saw my video about some of my better cards, you saw a lot of T206 cards in there, because I have a very significant quantity of Ty Cobb cards from that T206 set. Alright, there's a reminder going off. There's Garrett Cole, Yastrzemski, Reggie, Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Wow, there's a lot of throwbacks in here. This is like, that's Reggie Doby, I believe his name is Larry Doby. Man, that's like old school. That's fine. I don't remember getting like that many veterans in my last pack. Alright, there's Max Kepler, Snell, and that's a nice rookie. Gavin Lux is one of the probably top 3 rookies in 2020 products. So that's nice. All these cards seem to be pretty nicely centered. And, it's not like shiny, so the surface is going to be nice. The corners on this. So this would definitely, well, okay, not definitely, this would likely gem. Who knows if a PSA 10 of this card is ever going to be worth anything. But, I should also mention, the backs are very important. That's where you get the parallels. So the sweet caporal or caporal variation is very common, just like with the actual T206 tobacco cards. So the base cards here, you can see, just have the player's name on the back. Some of the cards have brand names. These are actually, this is very close to what those tobacco cards looked like from the 1909 era. And there were different brands of tobacco that these cards were distributed in, and the type of tobacco that the card was in, was advertised on the back of the card. So there was Piedmont, the sweet cap, as they call it. On that Lux is another one, but they're, each of the variations is more or less rarer than the others. So there are a few that are very rare, and I actually don't know which ones they reproduced in this set, whether they did all of them or some of them. But there's one type of tobacco product called Polar Bear, and those are sort of like medium level rarity, in actual T206 cards, and in this product, I think they're fairly rare. But Sweet Cap and Piedmont are the most common, and there are a number of variations that are just extremely rare that exist in real T206 cards, and I don't know if they would have captured them here. A couple of the rarest variations are, there's actually a version of the Thai Cobb T206 card that has a back and it says Thai Cobb, like tobacco or something. So it's called a Thai Cobb back, Thai Cobb T206. And those cards are ridiculously rare, and in fact, collectors of those old cards don't really even know where that stuff came from. There was this thought that it was maybe sort of like a very limited release, tobacco product, or maybe like a test release that never got, fully distributed or even manufactured. But there's a handful of them out there, and they're super rare and super valuable and super cool. Another back that is extremely rare is called Linux, and there's black Linux and I think brown Linux variations of Linux backs, and those are extremely rare. And I once owned a Thai Cobb T206 with a Linux back, and it was extremely rare. Like probably maybe 10 or 15 of those exist, and I sold it because I'm a moron, and it's probably worth $40,000 or $50,000 today if I had to take a guess. I bought it for what did I buy it for? Like $2,500. And I think I sold it for $5,000. And yeah, I regret that every day. That makes me not so excited to sell my nicer cards. Although I've got, it's funny, I got plenty of these jokers sitting around too that used to be worth like $60, or probably more than that, like $100, and now they're worth, I can't even sell them for $5. So let's just look for our backs here. We got Sweet Cap, Piedmont, another Piedmont. We got no rare backs, so that was kind of a bust of a pack, and that's kind of what, I don't know, that's what most of these are. Alright, last one. So now you're learning a fair bit about T206, which, there's guys that collect, old tobacco cards, and boy, they know their stuff, but I know a fair bit. I know a fair bit about that stuff. I've owned a decent number of tobacco cards. I was very interested in tobacco cards, I don't know, like 10 or 15 years ago. There's a rare back there. Nice. It's a Sovereign. I'm not going to look and see who it is yet. But yeah, most of the kids today who collect cards don't know that much about this stuff. So, hopefully I'm telling you something you don't know. Couple rookies. Ooh, nice trout right there. That's going to be just a plain one. To the glass now. There's Larry Doby again. Kevin Kiermaier. Oh, okay. I guess that the last three cards in every pack are the parallels. There's David Dahl, and then this One I saw was a sovereign back, and that's a pretty rare back in real T206 cards. It's very rare. Not as rare as Tie Cup and Black Lennox, but pretty dang rare. So if this is a good player, it'll be a really nice card, and it's not because he's on the Diamondbacks. Yeah, who the frick is Ray? I don't know. Now someone's gonna say, that's Bob Ray, and he had like a 3.4 ERA last year, and he won 3 games and lost only 2, and blah 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 blah. All right, I'm sorry if you're a Diamondbacks fan and you like this guy. I've not heard of him, and he's not a hobby star. We'll say that. So I'm pissed off. Oh, look at that dinged up corner. Bummer. But whatever, it's not worth anything, even as a rare variation. I do wonder if people maybe are collecting like entire sets of the certain backs of this stuff. I guess I don't know. So there you go. There's a bunch of T206 Topps online exclusives for you. We did get that Lux Sweet Pearl, so that's pretty cool. And we got just a base Mike Trout. That's probably the best 2 cards out of here. Decent number of rookies. Alright, well, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if you like Jacob DeGrom here. This is a guy I wish the Yankees could have figured out a way to sign. Boys, he consistently dominant. Anyways, if you're a Mets fan, DeGrom fan, or you have a kid who's big into the Mets or DeGrom, please let me know in the comments. I will select my favorite comment or my favorite responder to that question, and you will have yourself a Jacob DeGrom auto. Okay, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll catch you all later. Have a great one. Bye.